Hello everyone, and welcome to the second video that I'll be posting today. I'm making two of them as an apology for the lack of videos yesterday. The first one is The Witcher, and this will be the second one. So we'll keep our video schedule intact. I've played Dawn of War 2, which I've heard is very similar to this, because it's made by Relic and Sega. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the tutorial just to make sure I'm not missing anything. One thing I did see is that apparently there's some DLC, Opposing Fronts and Tales of Valor. I just bought the Company of Heroes thing off Steam. I guess it didn't come with the DLC. I guess it wasn't like a Game of the Year edition or something. So, when I first saw this, I thought they were all individual missions, but I guess this is an entire campaign, which is kind of weird because it says select mission. I guess that means we get to select from the missions? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead with the tutorial anyway. And depending on how long the tutorial goes, this might be the whole episode. I don't know how long this will take. Press any key. Or click. Whatever.
Welcome to Company of Heroes.
Thanks.
Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points, and leading your company to victory.
That's way too many flags. How to select units and give them orders, as well as how to control the camera. And now I'm good. Well, sure, whatever. I'm assuming it's classic click, drag, whatever.
This training exercise will cover unit selection, camera control, and basic orders. During the game, you will receive objectives to complete. Here's an example. You can see your objectives listed on the left side of the screen. Moving your mouse cursor over the objective icon reveals it. Try this now and move your... Good. If the objective is off screen, an arrow will point to it. For training purposes, the description and direction arrow will remain on screen. Good. Now, we will cover how to select units. This is a rifleman squad, the basic infantry. In Company of Heroes, you issue orders to squads, not individual soldiers. A squad needs to be selected before you can give them orders. Left-click on the rifleman squad to select...
Waiting your orders, sir!
Good. You can see they're selected by the circle on the ground around them. All selected squads are shown on the selection panel in the middle of the taskbar. You can access the squad's abilities from the command panel on the right. The mini-map is shown on the left side of the taskbar. To get more information about anything on the taskbar, move your mouse. Here's an engineer squad. You can select several squads at the same time by holding the...
Shake it and bake it, it's all the same to us.
Excellent. You can see both squads in the selection panel of the taskbar. You can cycle through each squad in your selection by... Good. You can now give orders to this individual squad and use their special... Left-click on the group select icon to... Good. Our engineers are being deployed elsewhere.
Okay, I see how it is.
We will now cover unit movement. All basic orders in the Company of Heroes are to issue a move order to your rifleman squad. Right, good. In order to move units outside the immediate... Moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen pans the camera in that direction. Try this now. Good. Now follow the objective arrow and pan the camera until you see the road intersection. Excellent. Now, order the squad to move here. Good.
Is it rotate by? No. Is it rotate by? No.
Good. Now you get the basic idea.
Huh.
Left click to... In Company of Heroes, to do this, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and
The
move the mouse
Alt?
to rotate and tilt your camera view.
That's weird.
it. To return the camera to its default position, press the back. Excellent. You can also zoom in and zoom. Fantastic. Again, pressing backspace will... Company of Heroes is best played from the default camera position. Let's move on out. Issue a move order to the indicated position. Notice that as your squad moves, they reveal more of the surrounding landscape. This is the fog of war. Your units can only see what is immediately around them.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Your squad is in position. An event queue has appeared on the left of the screen to let you click on the event queue, or an Axis patrol is moving in and trying to capture our strategic point.
How dare they?
Notice that enemy units are shown in red. Your units are shown in blue.
Well, so much for trying. They have
Right-click
succeeded.
on the enemy troops to attack them.
Weapons ready. Attack when it's ready.
Notice your mouse changes to an attack cursor as you mouse over the enemy squads.
I mean, I don't want to tell you guys how to do your job, but you should probably get behind cover.
Down.
Oh wait, we have grenades. Oh wait, no we don't. We don't have grenades. I don't have any abilities, that's the thing.
Good job. Now, let's get that strategic point back. Right-click on the strategic point to... Notice your mouse changes to a capture cursor when you mouse over a strategic point.
Well, they're not dead. That guy's dead. But the rest of them are wounded.
Excellent. This concludes basic training. You've earned your stripes. You have learned how to select units, move the camera, and how to use the right mouse button to issue basic commands. Click continue
Yay.
to...
Well, that was a waste of time. Took like 10 minutes. Sure, we'll keep going. Maybe we'll just make this video the
Welcome
training
to
video.
Infantry combat training. We'll be commanding an airborne infantry squad and learning how to use cover, flank the enemy, and use abilities. So far, we've issued commands with the right mouse button. However, using abilities from the taskbar is done with the left mouse button. Left-click on the flashing button, then left-click on the indicated position to deploy your paratroopers. Your squad is parachuting in now. In Company of Heroes, using abilities is always done with the left mouse button. These guys are airborne infantry, elite paratroopers that can be airdropped anywhere on the battlefield. The red shield displayed next to the squad's icon indicates the squad is exposed. Exposed squads are a special... Select your right-click near the indicated objects. The yellow dots on the ground show areas of light cover. Light cover offers limited protection from enemy fire. Good. The yellow shield icon over your squad shows they are in light cover. Let's move again. Right-click.
That's
near the
getting
stone
annoying
wall
that I
to
have
move the
to...
paratroopers into heavy...
I have to click continue every time he says
The green
something.
dots represent areas of heavy cover. Good. As you can see, the shield is now green. Your squad is now in heavy cover.
Yes.
Time to move into enemy territory. Let's use the attack move ability. Remember, targeted abilities like attack move are confirmed with a left click. Left click on the attack move button in the taskbar. Then, squads using attack move will automatically attack the enemy and then continue to their destination. Enemy sighted. Enemy patrol
I guess they
destroyed.
don't need to reload because otherwise you'd be hearing a lot of the little ting noises.
Mortars, incoming. A Kraut mortar team has been spotted near the chapel.
Okay.
Attack the mortar squad by right-clicking on them.
Sarge! Going to your 10 o'clock!
But yeah,
As you've seen, your squads will automatically use cover when attacking.
We got him now! Fire!
Good work.
but yeah, that was a thing in the war. The rifles that they were using, when it ran out of ammunition, the little magazine would pop out of
Good
the top
work.
of the gun and
Notice your
make a
squad was
loud
promoted to
ting
veteran
noise.
status. There are 3 ranks of veterancy in Company of Heroes. All units gain veterancy the longer they are in combat, making them more effective on the battle. Recon shows the enemy has set up a heavy machine. Attack the heavy machine gun team by right-clicking on it.
And
Your squad is taking enfilade fire from that MG. This is the MG's arc of fire. We need to stay out of this area. Order your... Excellent. Let's throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun team. Using abilities like grenades costs resources. The machine gun team is out of action. Time for a little payback.
but yeah, and
Capture the
enemy
heavy
soldiers would
machine
take
gun by
advantage of that
right-clicking on it.
because when the little ching
Excellent.
noise happened, they
Now
knew that it
control
meant we
2
were out of
squads,
ammo, so they
a heavy
would
machine gun team and a paratrooper squad.
attack.
Now, let's redeploy the heavy machine gun to cover the road using the set facing command. Select your heavy... Hold down the right mouse button over the MG team and drag the mouse in the direction of the arrow. Release the button to order the heavy machine gun team to face in that direction. You can issue a set facing command to all squads and vehicles in Company of Heroes. Incoming enemy patrol. Notice that your squads automatically attack nearby enemies.
But yeah, so if maybe they're using a different rifle, but it sounds like it's a semi-automatic weapon, which just made me think that it would be the... Was it the Garand? The M1 Garand, I think?
Enemy patrol destroyed.
Something like that.
More paratroopers are inbound to our position.
Hooray!
Before our final objective, we need to capture the nearby... Select the new paratrooper squad.
You're supposed to tuck and roll. You're not supposed to just
Eyes
fall
on
on
me.
your butt.
On the nearby strategic point to capture it.
Point taken. Easy
Good.
as baking a cake.
This sector is now
Also,
under
they
our
look
control.
kind of...
Time to upgrade your squad.
Their helmets look kind of weird for World War II.
Upgrade your paratroopers by left-clicking on the flashing recoilless rifle icon. Recoilless rifles are heavy anti-tank weapons that are effective against vehicles and structures.
Cool. What happens now? Oh, it's a progress bar.
Excellent. Notice the upgrade icon above the health bar on the squad indicator. Time to attack the enemy and clear out the area. Order your squads to destroy the enemy machine gun team defending this farm using what you've learned so far. Remember, use cover and grenades. Good luck.
Fire weapons! Hooah!
Get going! Keep your heads down, we're pulling out. Enemy contact! Taking FG fire! Watch your cover and follow me!
Get out of the open, get out of the open, get out of the open. Okay.
During infantry training, you learned how to use cover, flank enemy positions, upgrade your squads, and use targeted abilities like grenades. Infantry training complete. Dismissed.
Cool.
You hear Smith took out a King Tiger? Yeah. Not bad.
They actually have conversations with each other. That's cool.
Welcome to base operations training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses.
Company of Heroes actually had base building. See, I've never played this before. I thought it was just squad movement, and you had to call in.
During this exercise,
and you had to call in soldiers like Blitzkrieg.
HQ is your First, let's deploy an engineer squad. To do this, as you can see on your taskbar, you have no resources.
Man, the war effort is coming along just fine.
For training purposes, we'll give you enough resources to get started. But normally, you earn resources by capturing territory sectors. We'll explore this later.
Okay, so this does feel a lot like Dawn of War.
Company of Heroes. Manpower, munitions, and fuel. Manpower is your primary resource. To deploy an engineer squad, so left-click on the engineers are your basic construction squad.
Man, this completely changes the way I thought about this game. I thought it was just all squad movement. I didn't know there was actually base building.
Let's begin construction of a barracks. First, so left-click the flashing to build a barracks. Left-click the flashing button, and then left-click at the indicated location to order your engineers to begin construction.
How do I rotate? Do I rotate? No.
To build a barracks, left-click the flashing button, and then left-click at the indicated location to order your engineers to begin construction.
I'll do it like right there.
Base structures can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
I wish I could have rotated that. That would have been a little bit better.
Good. The barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry. Select your barrack. Now, again, notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the rifleman squad. The rifleman squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon. And then, newly deployed squads will automatically move to that location. You've spent all of your resources. Remember, there are 3 types of Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is generated from your headquarters, and from the total number of the first number in the highlighted area shows the total. The second number shows munitions is the second resource. You spend a constant stream of munitions is generated. Fuel is the final, a constant stream of fuel. The mini-map shows the location of all resource points. To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flash. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors. Each sector has an icon which represents the location of the strategic point and the type of resource it provides. The more sectors you control, the more manpower you will receive. To return to the game view, click on the exit button.
Wait, how are we both able company?
Select your rifleman squad.
I can't. You sent them all the way. Oh, never mind.
Right-click on the munitions point to capture it.
Point
Good. You've captured the point, and now you control the territory sector. As you can see on the mini-map, the sector is, however, the sector is also flashing. Bring up the tactical map to get the munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see,
it has to be connected by
sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector.
I see.
Double-click on the strategic point symbol to zoom in. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
I get it. That's smart. I mean, technically, if you think about it, that means that you don't get rewarded for sneaking in behind
Eliminate the
enemy
then
lines. You
capture
actually
the
have
strategic
to
point.
progress your way through the map.
Oh, we'll take it, all right.
Sometimes the enemy will be excellent. Strategic. The munitions sector is now in supply, and the resources a sector generates is Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase your munitions. Now click on the flashing field defenses. Left-click on the observation post button, and then left.
I didn't come all the way to Europe to do this.
Cool. It's like a little listening post.
Okay.
Now that the observation post is complete, the sector is secure. Notice that your munitions rate has increased. More importantly, the enemy will need... This area is crawling with... Select your engineer squad. Click on the flashing... Left-click on the MG emplacement button, and then position it by left-clicking on the indicated location. Finally, set the facing of the MG emplacement to cover the northern approach.
Sort out that MG nest ASAP.
Oh, I figured out how to rotate buildings. You have to click and hold. Oh, now I know.
Construction.
Excellent.
We're done here.
Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops. They're retreating. However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops. We need to fortify our position. In Company of Heroes, you can garrison order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it.
Shouldn't we repair the machine gun first?
Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a forward barracks, allowing you to deploy. Select the local build. Left-click on the flashing. Only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks. Now you can deploy infantry squads from this building in exactly the same way you do from a barracks.
Seriously, what is it with these guys putting flags everywhere? Ugh.
Now deploy a rifleman squad from your...
That just seems silly. You have to drape a banner over it, or build a little flagpole.
Excellent.
And you also had to put
Select
a
your
little
rifleman
sign with the
squad.
same star symbol on it.
Rifles.
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Oh, it's hard to take you seriously when you do that.
Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated
Be quiet, I'm
strategic
doing it.
point.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. The
flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit. The flashing red indicator shows your squad is now pinned. Pinned units are ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Left-click the flashing retreat will break any suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus.
I understand now.
Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can reinforce squad members one member at a time. Select your rifle. Click the flashing button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. Squads can only
Okay, so this is
reinforce
pretty
when
much
near a
exactly
base
like Dawn of
structure,
War.
a
They carried the
forward
formula
barracks,
over.
or a half track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience by capturing territory. Once you've gained enough experience, you can use command points to unlock. To do this, left-click on the flashing. There are 3 companies you can choose: infantry, airborne, and armor. Each has its own special abilities and unique units. For training, we'll choose the infantry company. Click on the infantry company icon to select it. Then, click the Accept button to confirm. Here are the special abilities available to you as an infant. The Defensive Operations ability allows your rifleman to build a... Click on the Defensive Operations button. Then, click the Accept button. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your rifleman's squad. Left-click on the Build Field. Left-click at the indicated location to start the wall. Now drag the mouse to the final location and left-click to order your riflemen to build. Good. Your riflemen are now building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
Okay. So it's not completely like it. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm learning. And I'm terrible at commentary anyway. I'm still trying to figure all of that out.
Construction finished. Receiving fire!
Earn more command points. Left click on the flashing button to unlock a debit. Use the artillery strike ability. Okay, take cover. Enemy unit down.
Good God. Holy crap. That is awesome and brutal. Awesomely brutal.
Enemy unit down. Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to
I love how they
establish a
actually,
base,
like,
call in
the
additional
squad
troops,
members have
capture
names. They're talking to
territory,
each other
defend
like
your
it's an
front
actual
lines,
squad. That's
and use
cool.
company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations.
Cool. Base operations are done.
Welcome to armor training.
Thank you.
We've just got word that a convoy from Baker Company has come under attack. Select your Sherman tank. Use your Sherman tank to move to the ambush site.
Give her some gas, Tiny.
There's the enemy. Order your Sherman to attack the Panzer by right-clicking on it. That was a direct hit, but it did little damage because of the Panzer's heavy armor. You
Dead.
need to flank the enemy tank and attack its rear
Yeah,
armor.
okay.
Engaging enemy
Good. You've scored a hit to its rear armor.
Getting a, like, direct hit to the side from a Panzer would have wrecked a Sherman. Well, depends on how high of a tier the Panzer is.
Enemy, another tank incoming. Look out.
Because Panzers had awful side armor. The highest armor that they had was in the front.
Let's roll. Let's get it on. Take it
You've been hit.
Hit the edge. Car! Just drive.
Good shooting. Now, let's look at the damage. That shot from the Panzer scored a critical hit and has immobilized your tank. Notice the unit information display on the taskbar shows the Sherman tank has suffered from a critical hit to its engine.
Yeah, and if
Your
you
tanks
keep
can be
talking, I'm
repaired
going
in
to
the
burst
field
into
with the help of
flames.
the engineer squads. Repairing a vehicle will remove any critical hits it has received. Select your engine. Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it. You have deselected your squad.
Halt.
Left-click on your engine. Order your engineers to repair the Sherman by right-clicking on it.
Yeah, that tank should have been wiped out as soon as I got a critical hit. You guys are lucky.
Order your engineers to repair the
Shut
Sherman
up.
by right-clicking on it.
Stop being so impatient.
Excellent. The repairs are complete. There are enemy patrols in this area. To increase the Sherman's effectiveness against infantry, upgrade it with a 50 caliber machine gun. Click on the flashing...
Sergeant,
Excellent.
get an MG on the
Notice
roof
the
of this
gunner on
tin
the
can.
turret
It's time to
manning
shred
the
some
MG.
crowds.
Recon indicates the Germans have set up a base north of our... Let's move up and take it out. Order your Sherman to proceed to the indicated location.
But there's a bunch of hedgehogs. I can't get around those.
Tank traps are blocking the road. Your Sherman cannot move through the tank traps. Axis infantry spotted.
Do a flip.
Look out. Panzerschrecks. They're targeting the Sherman's rear armor.
Turn around, turn
Hold
around,
down
turn
the
around,
right
turn around.
mouse button on the Sherman and drag the mouse in the direction of the enemy. Excellent. Now the Sherman's strongest armor is facing the enemy.
You just took a direct cannon fire to your foot. It paused before it connected to him, so it was like that split second before it hit him right in the face.
Enemy Panzerschrecks destroyed. We need to continue moving toward the Axis base. Those tank traps are blocking our path. We'll call in a Sherman Crocodile to help. Crocodiles are armed with flamethrowers and can be upgraded with a bulldozer that can crush tank traps and thick hedgerows. Select your upgrade your Crocodile.
I never heard of a crocodile. Well, a Sherman crocodile. I've heard of a normal crocodile. Huh. I always thought... What was the name of the one that had the flamethrower?
Excellent. You can now activate the bull. Now clear the tank traps by moving the tank through them.
I don't think that's how those things
Excellent.
work.
Your tank moves slower while the bulldozer is lowered. You can raise it by left-clicking on the bulldozer button in the command panel. And let's take out that German base. Use both your Sherman and the Crocodile. Flamethrowers are effective at burning infantry squads out of buildings.
No, 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 no. Turn around. Or at least get behind him. Stop. Stop.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, you guys are so stupid. Stop taking the shortest path and turn around. Oh, for the love of God, what is wrong with you stupid tanks? Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Attack the tank. Move forward. Get around it. 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 Get it in the back. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Attack the building. Use your flamethrower. Burn them out.
Enemy unit down.
Ugh. I can already tell the vehicle AI is not going to agree with me.
This completes armor training.
Hooray for armor training! I guess... Oh. You need to restart the tutorial to play this. Moving command trucks, landing gliders, use of planks, securing territory, creating veterancy. Sure. I'll go through all of the training.
Welcome to Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game that focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory.
Yes. I don't know why I have to restart the tutorial before I can actually select these missions. I already restarted the tutorial. Ugh. Fine. We'll go all the way back then. It seems pretty cool so far. I really liked playing Dawn of War, and this seems a lot like it. With a few things that I actually like better than how they did it. And I've always loved World War II games.
Welcome to Company
So
of
I'm sure
Heroes.
I'll get along with this game just fine.
Company of Heroes is
Even
a
if I
real-time
don't agree
strategy
with their AI all the time.
focuses on frontline combat, capturing key strategic points and leading your company to victory.
But I really am surprised. I thought Company of Heroes was more about squad movement than base building. I think I'm getting it confused with Men of War. I think Men of War is only squad movement. I've already... fine, whatever. If it wants to be like that, then forget it. We'll just end the episode here. We'll say that's done with training, and we'll jump into the invasion of Normandy in the next episode. But, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Bfranx, signing off. Stay awesome, everyone.